All right, hitting the road again. So, one of the hardest things to deal with is the rage of being in traffic. And I'm about to enter rush hour traffic. So how do I deal with it? How do I keep from losing my temper and just screaming at everybody all the time? Well, the first thing I try to do is make it fun. For a lot of people, that's listening to music. I like music, but I'm also a big fan of audiobooks. I think audiobooks not only provide entertainment, but they kind of bridge that gap between having an entertaining drive and a productive drive. I know for my mom, her favorite thing to do is to talk on the phone. And of course, one of the things I like to do is talk to you guys. So for me, the most important way to avoid the rage and to keep me from screaming at this idiot in the 4Runner in front of me is to find something productive to do. And so not only can you video record like what I'm doing right now, but there are a lot of apps out there where you can record notes. And it can be something as simple as using like the Google Keep function with the notepad, and you hit the microphone button and you start talking. Now it's going to cut you off and you're going to have to start another one. But they also have dedicated apps for this. And I've used a number of different ones. The one I'm experimenting right now is called Whisper. It's kind of an AI-backed note-taking. I'm not recommending it. I'm not recommending it. I'm not far enough into it yet to tell you whether or not it's great. But we're on this kind of cusp of a technology change where speaking to type is becoming standard. It's becoming something you can do with every phone. You can do anywhere that you are. And that means you can turn this frustrating drive into something productive where you're taking notes, giving notes, you're dictating whatever it is that you've got going on. And you can do that for work projects. You can do that for your kids, for sending home a note saying, hey, I need you to do X, Y, Z to get ready for whatever it is you've got coming up, school projects, baseball game, dance recital, the works. And the catch to it is you have to not get too distracted. You don't want it to be dangerous. Right now I'm merging onto a highway that's basically a parking lot, and what I can't do is get so distracted that I run into what is now Forester in front of me. A brand new one too, by the way. Hot dog for them. That's pretty cool. But what you want to try to do is find a way to be productive on your drive and fill that time with something other than screaming and shouting and being angry. So find that little thing that'll make you feel good, whether it's talking on the phone, whether it's being productive with an app, whether it's listening to music. How about maybe listening to an audiobook? That would be really good. But don't just stew. I think that's the biggest weakness, is what ends up happening is we get on the road and we're mad. We know it's going to be bad. We know it's going to be bad. Why? Because it's always bad. And so you get in the car with a chip on your shoulder before you even have an opportunity to get into the traffic jam. You're already mad at the traffic jam. And I know that because I just went through that a few minutes ago. I was accusing this of being a parking lot. And, well, okay, now it's slowing down. And it's not a parking lot yet, right? All right. But the key is you can't just go into it mad, stay mad, and thrive on being mad. You need to find something else to do. And if you really, really, really can't handle that, take some advice from my beloved brother and choose a different time to drive. Now, he lives in Atlanta. He's actually in Decatur, but works in Atlanta. And if you've ever driven in Atlanta, then you know true misery. And I don't mean rush hour traffic in Atlanta. I mean driving there at any time of day other than the brief window between 3 a.m. and 4:30 a.m. where it drives like a regular rush hour there. And what he does is he just avoids driving during peak rush hour times. And that, in and of itself, is takes a lot of scheduling and planning and frustration. But it's really important to avoiding the rage issues in Atlanta. Now, if you're in Cincinnati, where I am right now, our rush hour is very manageable. I know, don't hate on me. Everybody here thinks it's terrible, and that's only because they've never driven in Atlanta or Los Angeles or any of the other towns with massive, massive populations overflowing their roads and their highways, and Cincinnati's getting there, but we're not there yet. So find something productive to do, find something fun to do, and stop yelling at the Elantra in front of you. They can't help it.